One of my favorite games on this Saturday slate is the Armed Forces Bowl between James Madison and Air Force. This game is played in Fort Worth, Texas. James Madison was kind of a powerhouse. I mean, I think this is their second year in the FBS. They're absolutely rolling. Could not win the Sun Belt this year. I believe they lost it to actually, I don't think they were eligible in the Sun Belt Conference Championship. So they are by far the best team. They're ranked number 24 in the country right now. They are up against a very tough Air Force team. This Air Force team, I believe, started off 7-0, have now fallen to 8-4, so kind of collapsed at the end of the year. But a very solid Air Force team. I think it was their best start in school history, and the school has been around since forever. So two really good teams. Really weird on the opt-outs. But I'm going to send it to you first, but I'm going to quickly touch on these opt-outs. James Madison, everyone's leaving, but they're all playing. It's one of the few things we're seeing. So James Madison, head coach, is off to Indiana, bringing pretty much every one of his staff with him. So a very depleted James Madison coaching staff in this game. But a lot of these James Madison guys are gone because, again, these guys are their second year in the Division I football, and they are rolling teams. So these guys want to get out. They want to go to some bigger teams, but we usually see that happen in opt-outs and they leave and don't play in the bowl games. These guys are all playing, and I think solely because of trying to get some more film because they're only playing Sun Belt teams, and now they have the opportunity to play a really solid Air Force team. I just think they're trying to get all the film they can get. So really weird on the opt-outs there. Like if you look at it, the quarterback and the running back both opted out but are playing. It's really weird. No one notable in my readings on Air Force opting out. It's really hard to opt out of a military school if you're unless you're a freshman or a sophomore. After 3 years, you're kind of locked into the academy. So nothing really there for Air Force. But what do you got in this game?
I love this game. I mentioned in our previous video earlier this week, I love Syracuse, have a 2.5 unit play on Syracuse. This game might rival that one. Really love James Madison -1 money line. Unless there's something I'm missing, that's just is. I love it. First of all, I see 68% of the money on Air Force. I have to imagine that's because people are going to look, oh, the Armed Forces Bowl, Air Force is playing in it. We're going to back the military team. Also, you get a lot of casual fans betting on bowl games, so they might not be fully familiar with JMU's season and how dominant they truly were this year. But the best angle here for me is JMU fought tooth and nail all year to be eligible for their conference championship game and a bowl game, neither of which they were supposed to get. The only reason they're in the bowl game is because there weren't enough teams with 6 wins to make it to a bowl. So JMU got boosted into a bowl game. So I think they're going to want to go out here, give a huge effort, prove that they should have been bowl eligible this entire time. It's new territory to them because they went most of the season not thinking they'd be in a bowl game. Now here they are. Like you mentioned, they do have a ton of guys leaving, but I see only 2 guys who are not playing. I believe they're backups as well. So you're going to get all the starters in this one. Big effort. Like you said, they want to put more film on tape. I love JMU here. I think it should be a good game, honestly. I think Air Force, like you said, they don't really have many guys out. It is the Armed Forces Bowl, but Air Force started out this season 8-0. They lost 4 straight to go to 8-4. So they might have had bigger aspirations on deck until they lost 4 games to end their season. Not sure if we're going to get the same effort out of Air Force that we are for JMU. So I love JMU. Public is on Air Force, which is even better for me. Yeah, this has potential for a big play for me.
Yeah, I have James Madison to blow the doors off this game. I have already taken them at the -1, just the 1 unit right now. This could get up to this could get a pretty big play for me. I have them to absolutely dismantle Air Force, and for that reason as well, I like the over 40.5, extremely low. Again, it's Air Force, solid defense. They're a military academy. They do their little. They're not quite the triple option like Army and Navy are. They throw it a little bit more, but they're still pretty much 80% run. This is going to go over. James Madison is going to score 40 points themselves. I have them absolutely dismantling Air Force. Might take them adjusted spread up to at least 2 touchdowns. I mean, this team is so good. The fact that they're -1 is a joke, and I can't understand it. So, and again, I think these guys they're all transferring, but they all need some more tape. So this quarterback's really solid. They're trying to get as much tape as they can. So I think they're going to absolutely come out. They have a lot to play for. Air Force, again, 4 straight losses, like you said. disappointing season after starting off 8-0, 4 straight losses is kind of, it puts a damper on the year. Now they're going to get destroyed by James Madison. So I think this is my favorite play of the weekend. Just one unit on it right now, both on the spread and the over, but I most likely will be putting a lot on James Madison. I think they win every game. I don't know what to tell you. They just win. And I thought last year, like, they were going to have a big transition problem heading into the FBS. And no, I don't know what they went last year. I think right around 11-1 as well, maybe 10-2. And the Sun Belt, again, very respectable conference, and they are blowing these teams out of the water. So James Madison, big, probably my favorite play of the weekend. But
yeah,
go ahead.
Last thing I'll say is, if you like James Madison, I'd probably hop in right now, honestly. I mean, you might get plus money on their money line here by kickoff. I'm going to be willing to bet this is more likely to move back towards James Madison than is Air Force. I'd rather take the money line right now or lay the 1 rather than having to lay 2.5, 3 down the stretch. Like you said, I do think they blow them out, but just for a value standpoint, I'd rather take the money line now and risk potentially losing a little bit of plus money later.
Yeah, I completely agree. I can't believe it's at -1, especially with 4 straight losses from Air Force, a 24 ranked 11-1 James Madison. This could get up to, we're running out of time. Again, we were recording on Thursday, so we're running out of time for this to move that much, but I could see it getting 2.5, maybe even above 3. So yeah, definitely jump on it now if you want it. But not sure when this is going to be released. So hopefully you are already on James Madison because they're going to win this. But we have a couple more games to talk about. Tune into our next episodes to see our predictions on those games, and we will see you in those episodes. Again, James Madison's my lock of the weekend. So good luck if you're riding, and we'll see you in the next episode.
You better start listening to the Better in Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome to Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover old spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast. Better in Green.